Good morning, guys. I'm Jacques from the London Bowler, the strip club connoisseur. Today, I'm not here to review a club, unfortunately. I'm gonna have some news. There's a club that I reviewed on the channel before called Secret Hammersmith. I think if you go back to some of the videos, I reviewed it about a month ago. So at the moment they're going through problem with their licensing. So basically there was a license review on the 11th of June. I don't know what the details are, but basically their SCV license is being threatened. SCV license is a sexual entertainment venue license. So that's what any strip club in the UK needs to be able to operate as a strip club. So basically, one of the reasons they're saying that they need to revoke their license is basically because the Secret in Hammersmith is in Glenthorne Road, which is like a road, which is a residential road, and there's also schools close to it. That's one of the reasoning that people are giving, but which is also true. The UK is one of the rare place where I've seen a strip club closed in proximity to where people live, and sometimes in schools. I've seen it before because there used to be a Secret before in Finchley Road, which was the original Secret for and that was off Lighthouse Road. I remember that one, and it was right next to a train station, right next to houses where people live, businesses not far from a school. So it's not a new thing in the UK, but I think this one in Hammersmith, they've had their license since 1997. So we talk about 28 years now. It's a long time to have that license, and now now people are just suddenly waking up and say they want to revoke it because of the location, which is a bit a contradiction because the council, they even had a license review in April this year, where the council found that everything was fine, but apparently there was a tip-off from someone. Could be anyone, but my view on that is that maybe they need to change the way things are done. If you want to have strip club, either you need to put it in an area where there's only nightclubs, like in central London, but because it's quite expensive, a lot of people won't, a lot of clubs won't go there. Or you do what a lot of the places they do in America, where they have strip club in the industrial estate, so which is basically out of the way of everyone. But the reason why some strip club might not like it, because that's called a destination venue, meaning that if you're in an industrial estate, you're not seen by people. So that means that people have to come to you. Because in America, a lot of the strip clubs are by the motorway in industrial estate. But what they do, they have big billboard that shows you. So when you drive past a lot, you know they're there. But if you go to a strip club in America in general, it's because you want to go there, you know where they are. You don't go there by mistakes. However, in the UK, a lot of the clubs, they're in places where people see it. So you could be walking past a club like Brown's in Shoreditch, or what's the other one? Rainbow. They're in Shoreditch, those clubs. So you can walk past and say, "What's this place?" and you get in there. But Secrets, yeah, they always had their club. Funny enough, even the one in Houston was close to schools and where people live, and now it's a problem. My view on that is that the fact that it's been there 28 years, for me, I find that a big contradiction from the people that live there and from the council, because they shouldn't have given them a license in the first place. So if you have the license, don't bother them now that they're there. That's my view on it. But personally, the way I like to do business, if I have a strip club, or when I do have my strip club, it has to be either in central. I'm not planning to have it in the UK, to be fair. I was at first, but I think Miami is the destination now. But in central, or in the, as I say to you, in an industrial estate. But then you have to do a lot of marketing work to attract people there. But some of the problem that the tip-off, there was a tip-off, but I don't know some of the problem they basically cited with it. But I know the neighbors are complaining. They're saying that Secret opens up from 6 days a week, till 4 a.m. and on a Sunday they open till 6 p.m. and they say that's not good because they're mostly open at 6 p.m. as well. And they reckon that if they open at 6 p.m. there's still people out and about with their kids, and then they say that's not good for their kids to see that sort of things, blah blah blah. But my thing is the strip club wouldn't exist if there weren't customers. And customers are mostly these guys that are complaining. These guys are a big organization. They're the customers of the strip club. So that is the problem. It's the same thing when we talk about the dope game. That wouldn't exist if there wasn't people consuming it. So you have to, maybe you need to look at that. Don't look at the people selling it, but you might look at the people taking it. All I know is that nightclubs, there's loads of people that work there. That's their only job. They have family to support. I know the owners, that's how they make their living. Some of them do make a great living. That's for sure. On some of the dancers, that's how they make a living. There's a lot of dancers that work for years because that's how they make a living, and some girls like to do it. So obviously now trying to put them in a position where you're gonna deprive them of their earning and money is gonna be an issue. But I also know that there's loads of strip clubs that don't operate. I'm not talking about secret Hammersmith before you say anything, but a lot of strip clubs operate with bad etiquette. But I can cite the old secret, which I've been to, which was the one in Houston, which I would review, which used to be an original, but now that is closed, no longer trading. So sometimes, because there's so many, a lot of the strip club owners don't have full control of their clubs, whether it's with their management, there's loads of drugs involved, they don't really control the business like they're supposed to be to do that. Usually there's people that do things they're not supposed to do also. So the owners also, they have a lot to answer to. I'll always say that. At the end of the day, if you have a business, even if you're not there, you need to put people that are there that is gonna basically do everything by the rules, and also not rob the customers, which is very common in London in a lot of strip clubs. When customers are very intoxicated, there's always things, people run through their cars. There's always a lot of issue like that. And then I must say it does happen a lot. So guys have to control the way they do their business, people that own it. So there's loads of way of looking at it, but I cannot speak about secret Hammersmith because I don't really know what the problem is. They haven't revealed it, but I still feel it's unfair for a business that have traded for 28 years somewhere, and now all of a sudden you wake up and you find that it's a problem that they trade there. That's the issue. And is the council's going to give them somewhere else to trade? Because normally they just say to you, you got to move, and they revoke your license, which is wrong. But they don't give you, okay, cool, we're going to find you another place. And I think all the councils now should have specific place where they could have clubs and businesses, you know, away from the schools and where people live, and say, okay, if you want to have a business, this is where you need to have this type of business, and then invest and then get them there. You can't just get someone, move someone away and then don't give them nowhere to trade. There's people that rely, I don't know how many people that work, but I know they've got doormen. If they've got 10 doormen on rotation there, that's 10 people living off that. Waiter, if they've got 10 waiter and waitresses on rotation, that's 20 people. Yeah, if they have a week 30 dancers on rotation, that's now 50 people that live off of that, you know, a manager. So those clubs, and plus obviously there's a DJ, there's a door girl. So a club like that would directly have 50 to 60 people relying on that wage, you know. And also indirectly there's other people like, I don't know, contractors and all that. So they're also helping the economy. So people have to look at that in a way. So, but in this, I just wanted to report on the case because, but what was put online, there's no details of what the problem is. But on the surface, I'm just saying it's wrong to try to remove their SCV license just on the tip of someone that is anonymous. That's another thing that doesn't make sense. And they haven't revealed what the issue is. But I feel that if there was wrongdoing, fine. you need to give them a chance to rectify it. If you need them to move, the council needs to accommodate them. You cannot just ask somebody that you've been allowing to rent premises for 28 years that you can just now ask them to move, and they don't know where they're gonna go. It's also part of the business. And also, I think there's some feminist group as well that get involved in these things because they say that strip club are not good for women. It's like women exploitation and all that. I can see that the way they see it, because they see it because in a way that in the UK clubs are heavily they tax the dancers too much, and I keep on telling you that tax them less. Yeah, give them take a percentage of their earnings, but don't take too much. But also, on the other hand, you have to understand clubs, they have to pay for premises, they have to pay for staff, they have to pay for stock. Also, they give girls a safe place to work. So it balances itself out. So they need something out of that. But because women wouldn't be able to do private strip event themselves, because if they do that from home, you don't know what crazy people they're gonna meet. So there's always two sides of the story. You have to look at that from both sides. That's what I'm trying to do. I always trying to balance it. I'm not just jumping out there. I look at what the strip club do right, and I look at what the dancers do right, and then I balance it. I also look at what the dancers do wrong and what the strip club do wrong. I always trying to have that balance in a way, but it can be fair, it can be run. There's nothing wrong running a strip club. A lot of the strippers are very they're empowered. If anything, men are the victim, because a lot of men, I've seen a lot of men go to those strip clubs and spend silly money and being played. I've seen guys spend, I don't know, hundreds of grands on females that they wouldn't even see and then they would never meet. So I've seen a lot of things. So you can't be telling me women are victims. So there's victims on both sides and both ways. We just need to learn to, to accommodate our differences. If you're somebody that you're not into strip club, it's not your thing, do not go to strip club. You understand? But understand that there's people that are into it. And the people that are into it, do the thing correctly. And the dancers also that are into it, there's dancers that are they're confused that they think it's prostitution. No, you cannot. Strip club is not prostitution. If you're in a strip club, if you want to do prostitution, do not come to a strip club. Stay away. I'm talking to dancers as I'm looking at the camera. And even some club as well running like that. Some club owner and manager. Stay away. That's not what this business is about. This business is about people being in an environment with beautiful ladies, having a good time, discussing business dealing and being good. But this is the reason why I'm saying the way they do their own strip club in Europe is a dying way. I urge any strip club owner to contact me. I'll take them to Miami, I'll take them to Atlanta, I'll take them to New York, I'll take them to Houston. I'll show them how urban strip club are run. Because the way strip club are running in Europe is too seedy. Me, when I have my strip club, it won't be a strip club, it will be a go-go club, because I'll remove nudity from it, because I don't want guys to start thinking seedy. I just want that to be an art form where it's an entertainment venue. For me, it's entertainment. That's what we do in the London Ball Hour event. It's entertainment. We have beautiful women attending. We have guys with money attending. We have beautiful dancers. They're on stage. It's go-go. They don't get naked. They dance and there's money thrown like an American. That's what it is. So that's what I would do it. But anyway, this was just a video talking about the danger of secret in Hammersmith that they're in. They've been threatened with removal or cancellation of the SCV license, which is called Sexual Entertainment Venue License. I was giving my opinion on it. I hope they will retain the license, or I hope also the council, if the council needs them to move, that the council will accommodate them. Let's be fair. Well, let's be in a society where it's fair. Let's not be unfair. And I hope that every party resolve the issue in a way. But if there's wrongdoing, the people that are doing wrong needs to be punished, and also secret needs to be given a chance to rectify it. That's how it works, and then we'll go from there. But I will keep you up to date with that. I know it wasn't a review of a club, but it's still a video, it's still a news. I'm pushing it. So I'm gonna ask you and urge you to go subscribe, comment, like, share, and I'll give you more content. You have a great day, guys.